If it hasn't been painfully obvious at this point that we're living in the dumbest timeline, HBO has just announced it is rebranding its streaming service yet again. From the artist formerly known as Max to HBO Max. We did it. We got there again. Let's talk about it. Not since the genius marketing by Elon Musk of rebranding Twitter to X has a rebranding been so completely ridiculously stupid on its face. Taking the known HBO, removing it, and just putting Max in its place like it's just some dude on the streets. But it's bizarre. It's a bizarre simplification that didn't need to happen. It would be like if Nike took one of its shoe lines, like, I don't know, Air Max, and rebranded the entire company to just Max. Oh my god, look at it. It's 1-to-1. It's brilliant. Except for it's stupid. And so now we have come full circle jerk. Before I get into any of the details, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to Adam Does Movies, the show can be found on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. I would appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, hit that notification bell as well. That way you'll see more of me show up in your feed. And I would appreciate it. Now, for those of us old enough to remember, HBO used to be a premium offering on cable television. You could get it in a pack deal. Usually it was like cable plus HBO or Showtime or Cinemax, one of those things. But HBO was always top of the line. It was always the one you would look to first for those cream of the crop, upper echelon films. Once streaming started catching fire and Netflix was going full steam ahead, HBO said, you know what, we can offer some sort of a companion app for people that already are subscribers to our cable offering. Thus, HBO Go was born. As in, HBO Go fuck yourself if you are not a subscriber. That's right, if you didn't pay for that cable version of HBO, you are not getting HBO Go. Not now, at least. Not for 5 more years. 2010, this came out. 2015, now is the time you can become a member of HBO Now. Not HBO then, not HBO in the future, but HBO Now, damn it. Imagine if they would have simplified those two names down the road to just Go and Now. That would have been smart. That would have been a smart thing for them to do. Let's keep going. So HBO Now was for the common peasants. I don't even believe it had all of the shows and stuff that you got with the cable version. It was kind of confusing for folks, but don't worry. The marketing whiz kids over at HBO finally decided that we were going to take these two different types of users and put them under one roof, called HBO Max. Okay. We got there. It was sloppy, but we got there. Except for we did it! Because it was time to shake things up again. We had 3 solid years of HBO Max. It was short-lived, but it was special. It wasn't confusing. People understood the plot. And so that's the perfect time to screw the pooch, get rid of HBO altogether, and just call it Max. We're taking it to the max. Maximum effort here. Not only that, but we had a merger that took place at the same time for a quaint little $85 billion with a B dollars. AT&T acquired HBO's parent company, Time Warner, which brought a lot of new offerings to Max. Unfortunately, that would include a whole bunch of shovelware, reality TV trash that you would have to sift through to find the gems once again. It devalued the platform quite a bit. But now here we are in 2025, and it has been announced that HBO, in their infinite wisdom, have decided to hopefully fire whatever marketing team they had working on this pile of crap for the last couple years, bring back some of the old guard, and we have HBO Max once more. It's happened. We did it. No one probably lost their jobs. It was just, I'm sure there was some upper execs that had to really bite the bullet, really gnash the teeth in some of those meetings going, yeah, fine, we'll go back to HBO Max. That's great. I think that's a great idea. These companies are always doing things, you know? Disney changed its background color on the app a while back. It's kind of like this fugly greenish blue now. Absolutely hate it. Just terrible, atrocious. Amazon Prime, their video streaming has a really ugly kind of color choice system too. All around, they're getting worse, okay? I feel like there's people working at these companies that don't know what to do with their day, so they just come up with ideas. All right, I've spent the last 6 months working on this. What if we drop HBO and it's just Max? It's 3 letters, everybody can remember it. There was an old cartoon called Mighty Max. I really enjoyed that. Maybe we call the app Mighty Max. I don't think people will be confused because I pulled some random ass show out of my ass no one remembers except for me, and it was a banger. There's also Max Headroom. Could we bring him in as a mascot since we're talking about old things? Maybe Max Payne. Maybe we put some bullet holes. Since Warner Brothers is part of this conversation, let me segue for just a couple minutes about how badly they have screwed the pooch in the movie industry in the last 2 decades. It is absolutely nuts how bad they have been dropping the ball. Everything from their comic book films with the DCEU failed experiment that admittedly made a good amount of money early on, but then these movies got worse and worse. The vision was completely butchered over time, to their mishandling of some of their biggest IPs. Look what they've done to Harry Potter. The Fantastic Beasts franchise was an absolute disaster. They didn't even finish the thing. And now, in a desperate attempt to use the Wizarding World license, they are redoing Harry Potter for the small screen as an HBO Max show. I can say HBO Max again. It's desperate and it reeks of a cash grab, but we'll see. Maybe the ship is turning, all right? We have HBO Max now back in play. That's a good start. We have James Gunn heading up the new DCU. We'll see how Superman turns out. I heard great things about Creature Commandos. Possibly off to a good start over there. But for now, let's pop the champagne. We got one win, all right? And sometimes one win in a world full of shit, we got to take it with a smile. All right, let me know your thoughts on HBO Max returning from the dead. Maybe you got attached to just Max. Maybe it was like a little cat to you that you played with on the TV. Hey, Max, can't wait to see you again tonight. Watch some Last of Us or whatever you watch over there. Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like it on YouTube and subscribe, hitting that notification bell so more of me shows up in your feed. And as a reminder, the show is on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, so subscribe there as well because I'm trying to grow the show on different platforms and I would appreciate the help. All right, that's all I have. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Thanks again for watching the video. If you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if you checked out patreon.com/AdamDoesMovies. That's where fans of my channel go to help support it. There are different tiers with different offerings, exclusives every month. We got multiple movie reviews. There's a vlog monthly. And even if you don't want to plop down $1 a month, you can just sign up for Patreon for free and become a member at no charge. Appreciate your time. Thanks.